Welcome to the world, baby boy. I'll paint you red and white and blue. The indoctrination starts as soon as you come out the womb. Pretty quick, we'll make you stupid with curriculums at school. And if the classroom doesn't do the trick, we'll make you watch the news. Pick your team, right or left, take the red pill or the blue. You can vote, but even if you win, still everyone will lose. Don't forget to buy designer because Gucci makes you cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth. Get a job that you can't stand so you can buy some cans of food. Go overseas and die for freedom. There's some oil we can use. Our democracy exists so that you think that you can choose, but our algorithms make you do what we want you to do. What's the problem? Your depressed society has you confused. We got medication for you that you'll probably abuse. Go get married to a lady who also don't have a clue, and pump out a few babies that are just the same as you. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the world, baby girl. I'll paint you pink if that's okay. We'll encourage self-destruction through the music that you play. We divided out of men by trying politics and race, and honestly, it's working awesome, so for you, we'll do the same. Never teaching you to love yourself, inject you full of hate. Objectify your sexuality, then blame you for the rape. And weaponize the differences that make our men and women great. And just to screw with you, erase the genders. Everyone's the same. We'll empower you with rights to vote and fight for equal pay. Then have the men turn into women and you'll fight for them again. But you thought you had it figured out, but everything has changed. Welcome to the system, bitch. Please enjoy your stay. Here's a Bible and a bottle of the cheapest booze we make. Find a man who can take care of you to fill the holes we made. Buy a house to settle down, fulfill your duty, procreate, and make a couple babies who will also do the same. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the world, everybody. I'ma paint you black and white. I'ma make you hate each other so that everyone will fight. I'ma give you our religion, let the righteous find the light. But I will also give you science to oppose the word of Christ. And I'ma give you borders, they're imaginary lines. If you cross them, go to war and win when everybody dies. And I'ma give you money that you'll value more than life. And let the 1% have everything while you fight to survive. And then I'll give you politics, I'll call it left and right. And while you divide yourselves, I will conquer both the sides. Can't you see? I'm the system, my whole purpose is divide. What you choose will never matter because everything is mine. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a
What number would he be? Okay. Hi, sir. I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have a warrant out of Tucson City Court on multiple cases. Do you understand why you're here today?
I do.
And what I'm going to do is set a $1,000 bond on your case, appoint a public defender to represent you, and set your matter for a video review on April the 25th, 10 days from now at 1:45 p.m. I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you, and I'm going to impose standard release conditions. You're going to get a copy of this paperwork. So if you post the bond, you will be released on this charge. If you have other cases holding, you'll need to deal with those. And then you must appear in court on May 12th if you're released, okay?
Okay.
You'll get a copy of this paperwork. Good luck to you. You're all set.
Tucson.
So this should be 102.
Yeah,
Hi, sir. Can I have your name, please?
it's Sean Lukasik.
Okay, you're here today because you're being held on other things, but now you have a warrant out of the city. You have a case out of the city of Tucson. I'm Judge Hazel. Do you understand why you're here?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set your case for a non-transport review on June 6th and appoint a lawyer to represent you. The purpose of that hearing is for the court to determine your status and set other court dates. All right?
All right.
All right. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Ana Celia Silvas.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel.
Hi.
You're here today.
Okay.
Let me get the case up on the computer. You have a warrant out of South Tucson.
Okay.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of
Okay.
April 29th at 10 a.m. in South Tucson City Court.
Okay.
You're going to be released, but you must appear on that date. Do you understand?
I do. Yes, I understand.
All right, you have a good day.
You too, sir.
She had the Tucson misdemeanor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Need to see her again?
Yeah, I'll need to see this again.
It's been,
I'm going to release you on the Tucson City case as well and give you a new court date of May 15th at 2 p.m.
okay, thank you.
All right, so you're all set.
You have a good day. Good night.
Your Honor, this is the jail.
Yes,
Threadgill Brandon, is he able to refuse or do you need him today?
well, I don't want you to get hurt getting them there, if that's what you're asking me.
That's what we're asking you, Your Honor.
Yeah, well, let me get his case up on the computer. Well, we'll just have to send him over to tomorrow. He's the gentleman that allegedly spit on the healthcare worker. Is that right?
I believe so, Your Honor.
So yeah, if you don't feel it's safe at this point to bring him, then we'll send him over till tomorrow.
Okay, I will let him know. Thank you.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Snort on him.
Just a little slower for me, please.
Jason R. Dunham.
Yes. Sir, you're here today because you have charges out of Tucson City Court and you have other holds. What I'm going to do is set you for a video review and appoint a public defender to represent you. The purpose of that is so that you're not lost in the jail system and everybody knows where you're at, but you have to take care of your felony matters. But I'm setting this so Tucson will keep an eye on it and set appropriate court dates for you, okay?
Yes, am I released?
You're released on this Tucson case. Yes, you are.
Okay, so I'm released today?
No, you have other holds. You have felony holds. You're being released on only the Tucson City case. Okay,
Okay.
so yes, you have holds. It
Can
looks
you
like-
release me on the other holds?
No, I don't have that legal authority.
Okay.
I'm only dealing with the Tucson City case. Okay,
May I go to the hospital?
that's between you and the jail.
All right, so
Okay.
let's go.
Okay.
Okay, the next one should be Foster, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes,
Mr. Kevin refused for tonight, so when you just.
he's refusing.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I will send him over till tomorrow.
Thank you.
Person you just sat down, can I have your name, please?
Señor, usted que se acaba de sentar, ¿me puede dar su nombre, por favor?
Rubén, ahí Nicolás.
Rubén, ahí Nicolás.
Okay, yes, I'll wait for the public defender.
Let me just grab some Spanish forms. Let's see.
That's
No.
Come back.
Sir, your lawyer will be right back.
Señor, dice que su abogado ya va a venir.
Okay.
We'll start when they're back.
Vamos a comenzar cuando regrese.
Okay, I'm ready, Your Honor.
All right, sir, you're here today because you have warrants for your arrest out of Superior Court. You failed to
Muy
appear.
bien,
Go ahead, Madam.
muy bien.
Interpreter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Señor, usted está aquí porque tiene una orden de arresto, porque no se presentó en una audiencia en el Tribunal Superior.
The judge set your bond in the amount of $1,500.
El juez puso una fianza en la cantidad de $1,500.
Does the state have a position in this case?
Le pregunta a la fiscalía si tiene una postura con respecto a este caso.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Could you give me the defendant's name? I was working on the other, I'd sent recommendations for the others, for the first 6, but
Nicolette, Ruben Nicolette.
Preguntaron, lo siento, señoría, ¿me puede repetir por favor el nombre de este acusado? Porque estaba trabajando en los otros 6 acusados previos con respecto a las recomendaciones. El juez le indica que su nombre es Ruben Nicolás.
He has a warrant out of Superior Court that Judge Miller set a $1,500 bond on.
Tiene una orden de arresto del Tribunal de Superior donde el juez Miller puso una fianza de $1,500.
and I apologize for the wait, Your Honor. Let's see. The state recommended the 1,500 for the grand jury warrant, the same case.
Yes, that's what I was asking you. Does defense have a position?
Your Honor, one moment,
One
please.
moment. No, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor. This is the interpreter. Can I please interpret what you guys just said right now?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. La fiscalía dice, lo siento, su señoría, este es el mismo caso en el cual se había puesto una fianza de $1,500 por una orden de arresto del gran jurado y el juez le indica sí, y es lo que le estaba preguntando a usted. Ahora el juez le pregunta entonces al abogado defensor si tiene alguna postura y ahora el abogado defensor va a decir algo. Thank you.
Your Honor, I would just note that I think because this was a warrant directly issued, I don't have much information regarding the offense. And I will let the interpreter interpret so I continue.
Thank you. Su señoría, en este momento quiero indicar, ya que esta es una orden directa de arresto que se acaba de emitir, entonces no tengo mucha más información que tenga que ofrecer, así que voy a permitir que el intérprete interprete antes de continuar.
But I will note that he was assessed at level 1. This was a non-violent offense.
Pero quiero indicar que a él le dieron una evaluación donde le pusieron a usted una categoría 1 y esto fue un delito que no fue violento.
However, given the fact that he has probation and federal holds, I am just asking for a low.
Pero, sin embargo, ya que tiene órdenes de detención por el Departamento de Libertad a Prueba y por el gobierno federal, entonces simplemente solicito que le den una fianza que sea mínima.
Sir, I'm going to set your bond at $1,500.
Señor, voy a poner su fianza a $1,500.
You are advised that you have a federal hold, so if you were released, they would take custody of you, so you probably shouldn't post the bond.
Se le informa que usted tiene una orden de retención del gobierno federal, así que si a usted lo dejan salir en libertad porque paga la fianza, lo van a detener allá. Entonces le recomiendan que no pague la fianza.
I'm setting the matter for arraignment on April the 22nd
Voy a fijar una cita para una lectura de cargos el 22 de abril
at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court.
a la 1:30 de la tarde en el Tribunal Superior.
And I'm appointing Benjamin Aguilera to be your attorney.
Y voy a nombrar a Benjamín Aguilera para que sea su abogado.
So good luck to you, sir.
Así que le desea buena suerte, señor.
Is it?
Thank you.
Can the jail tell us if we have any more Spanish tonight?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the interpreter can be excused then.
Thank you, Your Honor. Interpret disconnecting.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Destiny Renee Stevenson.
So you're here today because you have a warrant out of Maricopa County with a $500 bond. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, Your Honor, but the reason why I didn't show up, failure to appear because I was in custody here. Sorry.
That's fine. Does the state have a position?
Where you going?
But a few more years back.
Does the prosecutor have a position in this case?
I apologize, Your Honor. It's been the first time that I've done this in quite some time, so I'm struggling to keep up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Destiny Renee Stevenson. I apologize, Your Honor. I was given information that she was out of jail, and so I did not prepare one. I
All right,
apologize.
that's fine. My inclination is he's being held on other things. So my inclination is to affirm the bond amount for Maricopa County so she gets credit for time in custody on these matters. Otherwise,
Yes, Your Honor.
she's not going to get credit and probably another warrant will end up being issued for her. And where obviously she'll be transported shortly after she resolves Pima County, or she'll have the option to post a bond at that point and be released. But what's defense have to say?
Your Honor, I would ask that we impose a low bond so that she is earning time credit. I was curious if the court could set a review hearing. I think that's what we typically do with out of county warrants.
There'll be a review hearing on May the 15th.
Okay.
So will I still be released the 19th?
Picked up by APO tomorrow.
You pay the bond, you'll be released. When you're released on your Pima County cases. Or you'll be transported to the courthouse in Maricopa.
Your Honor, the bond amount was 500.
So good luck to you, man.
Oh, are you not here for me? All right.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Tanya R. Garcia.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel.
Hi, sir.
You're here today because you have a bunch of things going on. Let's work our way through.
I saw that.
So you have charges out of the city of Tucson.
Yes, sir.
What I'm going to do on your Tucson City case is I'm going to set your bond at $100 and give you a new court date of April the 23rd. I'm going to appoint a public defender to represent you. Now let's go on to your other cases that you have as well, because there's a number of different courts that we need to work through. You have a warrant out of Sarita Municipal Court where you failed to appear. I'm going to set a reduced bond in that matter of $250 and give you a new court date of the 22nd, and I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you. That's Gary Grinkowicz. I'm going to appoint him to be your lawyer on that charge. You also have a warrant out of Justice Court. I'm going to appoint a lawyer, Ms. Altschuler, to be your lawyer in that case, and I'm setting that case for tomorrow at 1 o'clock with a $250 bond. So your total bond on all cases is $600. You have court tomorrow and then next week, okay? Do you have any questions?
So I stay here?
Unless you post,
I'm not being released?
unless you post the $600, that's correct.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you.
You have a good day, okay?
You too. All right.
How's it going to down the steps? Slay.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Lee Jefferson DeLay Smythe.
Okay, you're here today because you have a warrant for your arrest out of Justice Court where you failed to appear back in 2024. Do you
Yes, sir.
understand why you're here?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set a reduced bond in the amount of $1,000 cash secured. I'm going to appoint Janet Ulsler to be your lawyer. I'm going to set this matter for a hearing tomorrow at 1:00. So you'll have court tomorrow. If you post the bond, you will be released, but you must go to justice court. If you don't, you'll see the judge tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
You have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you then, okay?
Thank you.
Thompson. Hey, Thompson? What's your name?
Wiley,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Heather Wiley, August 21st, 1989. Heather Nicole Wiley.
Okay, let me get your case up on the computer. I'm Judge Hazel.
Hi, Judge.
Hi.
Hi, Honorable. Thank you.
You're here today because you have a warrant out of Marana.
Okay.
You also have a warrant out of Tucson, or a charge out of Tucson as well.
Right, I didn't know.
Okay, well, let me just work our way through this. I'm going to release you on the Marana case, give you a new court days of May the 14th. In Marana with standard release conditions, you need to appear in Marana at that time. Let me go on to your Tucson City case, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Looks like you were arrested on new Tucson City cases of trespassing and possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of May 19th at 9 a.m. in Tucson City Court.
Okay. Okay.
You are being released with standard release conditions, but you have to appear in Tucson City Court and Marana City Court. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
All right, you'll be released later tonight. Good luck to you, okay?
Alrighty.
You.
Come on.
I think I have.
Philip,
Okay,
You
thank
do
you.
have a hold.
All right.
Thompson.
Thank you, Judge.
Thompson.
Oh, of course. Of course. Hi, can I have
Jonathan Ryan Thompson.
Mr. Thompson? I'm Judge Hazel.
Uh,
You're here today because you have a warrant out of Marana City Court. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
I am going to release you and give you a new court date in Marana on May 14th at 10 a.m. with standard release conditions. You must appear at that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yeah, I'm currently in DOC, so will they just transport me?
You'll have to make contact with them. Marana does not want you held up from DOC, so you'll have to
Okay.
write them and let them know that, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Ibarra.
Is there a button to hit to clear all the form or no? Okay. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Jessica Ibarra.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today, I believe, because you have a warrant out of Nogales Justice Court. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir. I was waiting for them to issue me another court date for me to appear in person. It was because I had the really bad flu last week when I was supposed to appear the 8th, but I got everything completed and I wrote them a letter as well.
Okay, well, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date. You need to go to Justice Court in Marana, in
Oh, yes, Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz
Yeah.
next week, okay? I've released you.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
All right, you have a good day.
You too.
Let's see who the next one's going to be. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Jaime Aguilar.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you're charged with assault and criminal damage. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
And this is not the victim one. You're going to tell me what. We're going to release you and give you a new court date on May the 13th at 1:30 p.m. with Judge Million in Tucson City Court with standard release conditions, including no contact with no alcohol, no drugs, I have no firearms, and commit no acts of domestic violence, okay? So you're gonna be
Thank you, sir.
released, okay?
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
You have a good day.
You too.
Close.
Hi, can I have your name?
Miss Stella?
Okay, you're here today because you're Miss Cecido, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, you're here today because you have multiple warrants out of the city of Tucson. What I'm going to do is set your bond at $100 and give you a new court date of 10 days from now on the 25th. And I'm going to appoint a public defender to represent you. If you post the $100, you'll be released. Otherwise, you'll see the judge on the 25th with your lawyer, okay? Okay, good luck to you, all right? You have a good day.
Out the door. Down the stairs. Good drives.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Yes, it's Kayla Contreras.
Okay, you're here today because you have warrants for your arrest out of the city of Tucson. You were released last month and given a date to appear, and you'd failed to appear on charges of
Yeah.
obstructing government operations and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you
Yeah,
understand? You
I
understand?
understand.
What I'm going to do is set your bond at $100 and give you a new court date of the 25th at 1:45. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you. If you post a
That-
bond, you will be released. Otherwise, you'll see the judge on video next week with your lawyer, okay?
So am I getting out tonight or no?
I set a $100 bond, so if you post the bond, you will be released. If you don't, then you'll remain in custody until next week.
All right.
All right, good luck to you.
Go upstairs. Valenzuela.
Don't even worry about recommendations. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Jesus Valenzuela.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have warrants for your arrest out of Tucson City Court. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
What I'm going to do is appoint a lawyer to represent you. I'm going to set a $100 bond, give you a new court date of the 25th at 1:45. If you post that bond, you will be released. If you are released, your new court date will be May the 20th. Again, I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you. You must appear if you do post the bond and are released. If not, you'll be transported for the video court next week. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Michael Zapata, good evening.
Good evening. I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with disorderly conduct and assault, domestic violence. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I believe we have a victim representative on the meeting tonight. Is that person on the video with us? If you wish to speak, you have to unmute yourself.
It is unmuted, Your Honor.
Okay, does anybody else wish to speak on this matter?
Yes, my name is Lisbeth Orduno.
Okay, what would you like to tell me? I have read your written recommendation you submitted to probation, or the oral recommendation that pretrial services put in writing for me. Do you have something you'd like to add?
Yeah, I would like to follow up with the protection request for my child.
Okay. Well, you would do that in court in the morning. But what I'm going to order in this case is that he be released, but he not have any contact with you or your child. that he not go to that location. If he does have property at that location, he can go to get that. He cannot commit any, consume any alcohol, not have any weapons, commit no acts of domestic violence, and not have any firearms. Sir, I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of May the 13th at 2 p.m. in Tucson City Court. So you are being released, but you can't go back to that location. If you have property at that location and need to go back there, you need to contact Tucson Police and make an appointment with them to go over there. Do you understand?
Beyond May 13th?
Your new court date, I think, is
No. Well, my question is, I'm not allowed to go back to my residence until after court of May 13th?
yes. I've ordered you not go back there. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, but I can go back and retrieve certain property?
You have to call the police first and make an appointment with them. You can't go there and then expect somebody else to call the police. Otherwise, you'll end up back here.
Okay.
There.
So all I need to do is, if I cannot contact my wife or my child?
No, you cannot. That's the request that they made.
Okay. All three of them or?
Yeah, that's the request that they
Okay.
made. Okay?
Okay,
All right. Good luck to you then.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Joshua Wan.
Okay, we're waiting for the public defender to sit down again. For the jail, is the lawyer around there somewhere? Okay, I can't see you on the video, so,
Sorry.
okay. All right, Mr. Wan, you're here today because you have a warrant for your arrest out of Justice Court. The judge in that case set a bond in the amount of $100,000. Does the state have a position in this case?
And Your Honor, I apologize. Which case was that, sir?
Juan? Joshua Juan?
Juan. Yes. Again, I apologize. I guess we're just going really fast.
Actually,
I
I'm
just
going
had
quite
that
slow.
file. I apologize, sir. I'm moving as fast as I can.
Okay. Does defense have a recommendation? My inclination is to affirm the bond amount out of Justice Court.
Your Honor, I was going to ask that it be nothing more than the listed bond amount. He is 23 and low on the NCAA and FTA scales. He does have a verified address and is a part-time student. It doesn't seem he has any priors. I do know that there are other pending charges, but the alleged offenses here predate those charges.
Yes,
So
I saw that this afternoon when I was reviewing the case.
So for those reasons, we're just asking for a low bond or nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna affirm the bond amount of $100,000, set this for a preliminary hearing on April the 25th with standard release conditions, with the conditions no contact with any victims. And appoint the public defender to represent the defendant in this matter. So your new court date is next Friday, sir, for a preliminary hearing, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you. So.
Everyone this side, stand up.
Down that.
Hi, can I have you, please?
Yeah, Michael.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of theft and means of a transportation, burglary, Possession of burglary tools and criminal damage. Do you understand why you're here today? Do you understand why you're here today, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Does the state have a position in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, the bond recommendation from the state was for $10,000.
Okay. Does defense have a recommendation?
Your Honor, I'm asking for pretrial release. He's employed full-time with a verified address. Pretrial services was able to confirm this with his girlfriend, who welcomes him home and can support him. He is a longtime resident. You'll note that he has one non-local prior from 2007. Given all of these facts, I suppose I would just again ask for pretrial services release. He was assessed at level 2, so he was a non-violent event. And so for those reasons, I think that pretrial services is appropriate.
Okay, thank you. I am going to release him in this case and set a matter for preliminary hearing on May the 5th. I'm going to release him through pretrial services. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't go to the scene of the crimes, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no weapons. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant. Sir, your new court date will be May 5th. You must appear in that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Go downstairs, Alvarez.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Marcos Alvarez?
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're today charged with felony shoplifting. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Does the state have a position in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, the state's recommendation was a $10,000 bond and pretrial services as well.
Okay, thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Your Honor, Mr. Alvarez is a lifelong resident. He is currently unemployed. It appears that substance use appears to be the primary issue. I would ask for one more opportunity on pretrial services, or if the court is inclined to set a bond, given his indigency, I would ask that it be a low bond.
Thank you. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 25th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to set the bond in the amount of $2,500 cash secured. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't go to the incident locations. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further, or the legal defender in all further proceedings. Sir, your bond is $2,500 and your new court date is the 25th, 10 days from now. You post the bond, you will be released, but you must appear in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
And Your Honor, that was a legal defender.
Sir, can I have your name?
Jason Bacamonte Combs?
Okay, hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here tonight charged with aggravated domestic violence. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Does the state have a position in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, that would. Um, did they not receive? Okay, I apologize, Your Honor. This file keeps closing on me. Mr. Bustamante.
Jennifer, it's Mr. Brocamante.
Want to? Okay. And the state's recommended bond was $5,000 with an enhanced pretrial services.
Defense have a position?
Your Honor, I would just note that Mr. Bracamonte was assessed at a level 2, and the alleged victim stated that she has no objection to release. Mr. Bracamonte is a lifelong resident, and it appears that he had been residing at a substance abuse treatment center. So it's clear that he has been making some efforts to rehabilitate. For those reasons, I'm asking either for pretrial release or a low bond.
I'm going to set this matter for preliminary hearing on April the 25th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to set the bond at $2,500 cash secured with pretrial services as if released. I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender with standard release conditions. Those include no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime, no alcohol, no drugs. So your next court date is April the 25th. Your bond is $2,500. If you post it, you will be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in custody for your preliminary hearing. Good luck to you, sir.
Wilson.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Joseph Delarios Jr.
Sir, you're here today on a number of different things. First, you have a warrant out of Superior Court. When you failed to appear, the judge set a bond in the amount of $500. And that was for a dangerous drug and possession of paraphernalia charge. Does the county attorney have anything to add besides the recommendation or the bond set by Superior Court?
That would be the recommendation. Thank you, Your Honor.
Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, I would ask for a release to pretrial services depending on sort of the court's inclination as far as the misdemeanor matters, which we will get to in a bit. It does seem that he maintained some contact with pretrial services, and I was a little bit confused by this case because it seems that he was originally arrested in November 2024. There may have been a dismissal and then a refiling because the arraignment was in March of this year, and then the warrant issued about 5 days ago. I would just note that general delivery typically indicates to us that he is homeless. I think that his short record seems due to his circumstances. He is relatively young, and what was allegedly taken or sold in this matter totaled about $20. So
we're talking about the warrant from Superior Court right now.
So I understand that we're talking about the and also about the new allegations. So just, Your Honor, it sort of depends to me on what the court is inclined to do. A low bond is fine, but I am ultimately asking for pretrial release.
And on this matter, I'm going to affirm the bond of $500, set the matter for an arraignment on the 22nd, appoint the legal defender, and impose standard release conditions. If bond is posted, it will be released through pretrial services. All right, let's go on to the next matter. The new charge of organized retail theft. Does the state have a position on that matter? All right, I know defense counsel was talking about this previously, but I cut you off. So do you have anything else you want to add about this particular charge? I'm familiar with the amount. I read the term complaints.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's okay. I would just ask for a little bit, given that he's being held on the drug charges.
All right, on the felony matter, new felony matter, I'm going to set the matter at bond at $1,000 cash secured through, and if posted through pretrial. Again, standard release conditions will apply. including no contact with any victims, don't go to the incident location, and again, appointing the legal defender in this matter. All right, let's go on now to his Justice Court warrant. And then he also has a city court warrant as well. On his justice court warrant, what I'm going to do is set a bond in the amount of $100, give him a new court date of tomorrow. And I'm going to appoint Janet also to be his lawyer with standard conditions. So, sir, on that case, you're going to have court tomorrow at 1 p.m. And you will have an attorney for that video appearance. Let's go on to the last file you have. You have a file out of the city of Tucson. Let me take a look at that and go over that with you, okay? You have a warrant out of the city of Tucson for criminal trespassing and failure to appear. On that matter, I'm going to set it for a video review, a non-transport review on June the 6th, and appoint a lawyer to represent you. That'll make sure that this case is tracked and Tucson understands what's going on in your case and they can research it. I'm going to release you on that with those standard conditions. When you are released, you'll need to go to Tucson City Court and they'll work with you on a new court date, okay? So good luck to you. Your total bond is $1,600.
What is the June 6th court date time?
I think it was 1 o'clock. 9 a.m. I'm sorry, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Gardner.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Yeah, Philip Gardner.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with trafficking in stolen property, theft of over $25,000 and burglary. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yeah.
All right, does the state have a position on this case?
You're muted. I'm not sure if you're speaking or not.
All right, well, I guess she's having trouble communicating. Does the defense have a position in this matter?
Your Honor, Mr. Gardner has resided here for several years. He is currently unemployed, so if any bond was imposed, it would be difficult for him to make that bond. It appears like he has a non-local prior from 2019. This was assessed as a non-violent event. For those reasons, particularly because he has a stable address, I am asking for pretrial release. If the court is inclined to set a bond, I've just asked for a low bond.
Thank you. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on April 25th. I'm going to set a secured cash bond in the amount of $2,500. If that is posted, I will direct that he'll be supervised through pretrial services. Standard release conditions will apply, including not return to the incident location and no contact with any victims. That preliminary hearing will be at 1:30 p.m. and I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in this matter. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
King David Rugamba.
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here tonight charged with misconduct with weapons, meaning the allegation is you're a prohibited possessor of a firearm. You understand why you're here today?
Can you answer his questions? He's nauseous.
All right, maybe we should switch over to somebody else then, so he doesn't get sick on the public defender.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, if the jail could move him back from I don't want anything to happen to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset him till the morning. I don't want
Okay.
an incident to happen where something gets on you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Steve Vigil.
Sir, I'm Judge Hazel. Let me get your case up on the case. You're Mr. Virgil, is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Virgil, you're here today charged with DV stalking, aggravated harassment. That is why you're here tonight. We have a victim on the call on this matter. Does anyone wish to make a statement that's on the video tonight? If you are, you need to unmute yourself.
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
What is your name?
Clarissa Vigil.
What would you like to tell me, ma'am?
I would just like to express my frustration with the defendant. This has been ongoing since January. His behavior has made it almost impossible to co-parent with our 3 kids. It's nonstop. He has been told several times by several different judges, including one earlier today for other felony charges, that he cannot have contact with me, and if he does, that it needs to be free of threats and harassment. That's not the case. I get hundreds of messages, and if he's not texting me, he's calling me until 5 o'clock in the morning. If he's not calling me, he's emailing me. If it doesn't come through email, it's through social media accounts that are fake accounts. It's never ending. It doesn't stop. I know that this doesn't have anything to do with what he's here for today, but he broke my windshield on my car. He's continued to email and call my place of employment to try to get me in trouble. It's frustrating, and he has made it impossible to do anything throughout the day, because now I live with anxiety and fear that he continues to cause. He does not learn. He has been to jail multiple times for this, and it has taken a long time for law enforcement to do something. And I understand that that's not, anybody's fault here today, but I'm frustrated because I can't sleep. I can't focus at work. I can't, it's getting in the way with everything because he doesn't know when to stop. And I don't know how else to get my point across that I do not want contact with him at all. I don't want to talk about our kids. He cannot respect the other court orders, and I don't trust that moving forward in the future, he will follow any court orders that say we can have limited contact. So I don't want him to have any contact with me whatsoever. Yesterday, these events about putting the air tag in my vehicle is just like a whole other level that I can't keep doing this with him. So I'm asking that he remain in custody.
All right, thank you. Thank you for sharing your views tonight. Does the state have anything to add?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation would be a $20,000 bond with release of pretrial services.
All right, attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, Mr. Vigil had some questions for me, so if I can just have a moment.
Yes. Okay, counsel defendant, if we can move forward, please.
So, Your Honor, from what I'm learning from Mr. Vihel, this is a very difficult relationship. The two are going through a divorce. I believe they both have orders of protection against each other. He is a lifelong resident. He's employed full time. I understand the alleged victim's objections. However, I would ask that Mr. Vihel be released to pretrial services or given a low bond again, given that he was assessed at a level 1.
Thank you. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on April the 25th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. I'm going to set a $15,000 cash secured bond. If posted, I'll order he be released for pretrial services. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with any victims. Don't go to the victim's location or work. And I am appointing the public defender to represent the defendant. Sir, your next court date will be April the 25th at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. If you post that bond, you must follow these release conditions and appear in court on April the 25th. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
So this.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Michael Anthony Tillman.
Sir, you're here today because you have several matters going on. First, you have a warrant in Superior Court. You failed to appear. After you failed to appear, the judge sets your bond in the amount of $500. Does the state have anything to add about the Superior Court warrant other than asking that that amount be affirmed?
No, Your Honor, we ask that that amount be affirmed.
Okay, does the defense have a position just on the warrant?
Your Honor, we are just asking for a low bond if that's the court's inclination.
We're going to affirm the $500 bond, set the matter for an arraignment on the 22nd, appoint the public defender to represent the defendant on this matter with standard release conditions. All right, let's go on to the next matter because we have a total of 4 matters. Let's do a quick one. The South Tucson matter, I'm going to release them with the date of the 29th at 10 a.m. in South Tucson. South Tucson can monitor that and then transport them or make video appearances as necessary. All right, he has new charges out of Superior Court or Justice Court, I'm sorry, for possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of prescription only drugs. Does the state have a position on this matter? And he is steps.
We would ask for the court's discretion at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, so you're not asking to be set to a no bond hearing then, because he obviously allegedly committed this offense on release? I have no problem not doing that. I just want to get your position.
Well, considering that
Okay,
it's for the court's discretion.
all right. Attorney for the defendant.
Your Honor, since he's being held on that warrant amount, we are asking for a low bond. I would just note that substance use appears to be the primary issue and that he was arrested without incident. It appears that he is indigent. So for those reasons, we were just asking for a low bond.
I'm going to set his bond at $1,000 cash secured. I'm going to set this matter for a steps hearing on the 22nd at 9 a.m. in Superior Court or in court. I am going to appoint the public defender to represent the defendant. I'm going to set the matter for a preliminary hearing at 1:30 p.m. on the 25th with standard release conditions. Now, the last thing that he has is a warrant out of Tucson City Court. Let me take a look at that. And that was from last year on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia. On that charge, I am going to release him and I'm going to set it for a non-transport review on June the 6th at 9 a.m. in Tucson City Court. On any non-transport review, I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent him, Tucson City Public Defender. Sir, your Tucson cases, you're being released, so Tucson can monitor this. When you are released from jail, you need to go to Tucson and speak to them about this case so they can get you a proper court date. But we are appointing you a lawyer in Tucson, okay? So good luck on your cases, sir. Your total bond is $1,500 and you'll have court in the next week or so, okay? All right, anything further from the state this evening?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Anything?
Your Honor, this is the jail. Mr. Ragamba said he's feeling better and he'd like to appear.
I've already sent him over till tomorrow and I don't want to take the risk that he gets sick on the attorneys or yourselves. I think it's best we just move him over
Okay.
till this morning, tomorrow. I don't want an issue.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Anything further from defense counsel this evening?
Okay.
America is going woke, the streets are full of fire and smoke. This ain't the way I thought it would be. The White House full of evil folks. Americans ain't free no more. They don't respect folks like you and me. The way we're treated ain't been fair. Fake news on every TV. 4 years we've been in this nightmare while they killed American dreams. We can't afford our lives here. Ran food and gasoline. These colors don't run and I only warn you once. Buddy, don't tread on me. I won't forget the ones who died for our freedom, and I ain't gonna hand it back. No, no, no. If liberty and justice ain't enough to believe in, then get out of here and don't look back. Go, go, go. We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you where the good Lord split you. Wave goodbye to Joe. We love our land. If you ain't fans, buddy will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you where the good Lord split you. Burn someone else's flag.
America is losing hope, divided by the way we vote. This ain't the way that this all should be. We're fighting over memes and jokes. They're burning flags that we hold close. They think that war's only overseas. The way we're painted ain't been fair. So what, you don't know me? You got something to say, well I'm right here. Thank God for the freedom of speech. You would like to claim I don't care, cause I ain't gonna bend no knee.
These colors don't run and I only warn you once. Buddy, don't tread on me. I won't forget the ones who died for our freedom, and I ain't gonna hand it back. No, no, no. If liberty and justice ain't enough to believe in, then get out of here and don't look back. Go, go, go. We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you where the good Lord split you. Wave goodbye to Joe. We love our land. If you ain't fans, buddy will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you where the good Lord split you. Burn someone else's flag. If you look close, you'll see America. She don't look quite like she did. This ain't the country that our parents love, but I still hear her on the wind. We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you where the good Lord split you. Wave goodbye to Joe. We love our land. If you ain't fans, buddy will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you where the good Lord split you. Burn someone else's flag.